Hi there. So today I'm going to be making a skillet, ham, cheese, cauliflower rice, and broccoli casserole, which is pretty simple to throw together. I've got all the ingredients we'll need right here. Half a stick of butter, some cut up ham, cream cheese, sour cream. I like to use American cheese so that it has more of that like mac and cheese consistency, heavy whipping cream, cauliflower rice, and frozen broccoli. So we'll get started by just melting the butter and then adding the heavy whipping cream to that. Alright, so now that our butter is completely melted, we're going to get started with adding the heavy whipping cream. That's probably about a cup, and I may add more. It's just kind of an eyeball type of thing. I'm thinking this is going to need more, but we're also going to be adding some cream cheese in here and then a little bit of sour cream as well. Okay, so I added about a third of a package of the cream cheese and then just a heaping spoonful of the sour cream, and we're just going to let that melt together and kind of all get completely melted and come together. And then we'll add the cheese. And you're going to want to turn the burner down to about a low heat so that you don't overcook the heavy whipping cream. Alright, so once that has a chance to kind of all melt down, then you're going to go ahead and add in your cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and break it into smaller pieces so it'll melt faster. If you do not like American cheese, you can definitely use other kinds. I just, for like a broccoli rice cheesy casserole type thing, I like it to be as close to kind of like mac and cheese kind of cheese as possible. So, but like I said, if you are opposed to American cheese, you can definitely use other kinds of cheese in here. So we're just going to keep adding this and then let that melt down. Alright, so as you can see, the American cheese has ended up melting down to make like a classic like cheese sauce. If you still have any kind of like the cream cheese chunks or anything like that in there, you're just going to want to like kind of smush down on them like I'm doing right now until they're all mixed in and it's just all creamy. And I'm probably going to add just a tiny little bit more heavy whipping cream just to make sure we have plenty of sauce in there. Just like not even a quarter of a cup. Okay. So I think pretty much all of the chunks have gone out. And I ended up adding 5 slices of American cheese. That will vary depending on how large of a dish you're making. I'm making just one that has like maybe 3 servings out of it. If you're making something larger, you're going to have to adjust accordingly, but luckily most of the recipes that I make are very easily modified to allow for more or less. And now I'm going to go ahead and start adding in the frozen vegetables. You're going to want to do those first before the ham so they have time to cook. So here we have it with the cauliflower rice and the broccoli in there. And you're just going to allow it to kind of go ahead and start the cooking process. With frozen vegetables, it's going to add a little bit of water into your mix. So you're going to have to just let the water kind of cook out. And that's what we'll be doing. And then once that has cooked out some, then we'll be adding the ham. All right, so we're about halfway through cooking the vegetables in here, the cauliflower rice and the broccoli. And if you can see it, the water has definitely thinned out the cheese sauce. So the quickest way to get the water to go ahead and boil out is to turn it on high heat. But during that process, you're going to want to pretty much continuously stir it to make sure that nothing is sticking on the bottom and nothing is burning. But turning it on to high heat will definitely speed up the process of getting rid of some of the liquid, the excess liquid that's in there. Alright, so now that I've let some of the liquid cook out, and I'm sure you can see it's a lot thicker, more of a thicker consistency, I turned the heat down to like medium-low, and now it's just time to fold in the ham. Once you're at this part of the process, it's not going to take very long, just basically long enough for more of the liquid to continue cooking out and then the ham to heat up. Alright, and here we have the final product. I absolutely adore one skillet meals or one pan meals because I do not love having a million dishes to clean up at the end of the day. So meals like this are a real lifesaver for me, and super easy. The whole thing didn't even take half an hour, including making the cheese sauce and everything. So super easy, super fast, and very healthy with 2 different kinds of veggies in there. Let me know in the comments what you think, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to see all of the new recipes that I'm going to be coming out with very shortly. Here lately I've been posting every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. So I've got several different recipes coming up, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe and be notified whenever those come up. Alright, thank you so much guys. Enjoy and have a great night.